Dear believers in Jesus, this is a report from the Journal of Catholic Science and Life. The article is titled, Understanding and Communicating Christological Truths, Potentials and Problems in the Context of Modern Vietnam, written by priest Francis Nguyen Hai Ting, Society of Jesus, Vietnam. It addresses a central theological and pastoral challenge: how to present core Christological truths in a way that is both faithful to doctrine and intelligible to people in contemporary Vietnamese society. The two truths at the center are clear. Jesus Christ is fully divine and fully human, and he is the unique way of salvation. The author frames the task through two key functions of systematic theology: understanding and communicating. In other words, theology must not only preserve doctrine, but also interpret it in concepts and language that people can genuinely grasp within their own cultural and intellectual world. This is especially important in Vietnam, where multiple influences shape religious consciousness at the same time. The first major context is Mahayana Buddhism and popular folk religiosity. The article sees real opportunities here. Many people are open to transcendence, moral causality, and symbolic religious storytelling. This can make narrative proclamation of Jesus fruitful, especially presenting him as a historical figure whose life, deeds, and mission invite personal trust. But the author also warns about serious risks: superstition, religious syncretism, and the tendency to place Jesus merely among many sacred figures. If that happens, Christ's uniqueness and even his full humanity may be blurred. The second major context is Marxist-Leninist and scientific materialist education. At first glance, this appears to be an obstacle because it can foster atheistic and reductionist habits of thought. Yet the author offers a nuanced reading. This same formation can help purify superstition, encourage critical historical inquiry, and awaken a deeper hunger for meaning where purely technical rationality proves insufficient. In that sense, it may open a path toward a more mature encounter with Christ. From this analysis, the article proposes two complementary parameters for Christological communication in modern Vietnam. First, a narrative symbolic Christology that uses story, image, and symbol in a coherent theological framework. Second, a scientifically framed appeal to spiritual experience, using disciplined philosophical and human science language to help people recognize the reality of spiritual life and become open to the risen Christ. The final insight is pastoral and methodological. These two approaches should not be treated as opposites. Depending on audience and context, one may be emphasized more than the other, but both together can safeguard the full Christological confession: Jesus as truly historical and truly risen, truly human and truly divine, and uniquely salvific for the world today. Thank you very much for your kind attention. You can read the full article in the Catholic Science and Life Journal.